arsonists, anarchists, hostage takers, terrorists, and, of course, racists. Greetings from the studios of Liberty News TV. I'm Norvell Rose. Seems like ancient history, those olden days when self-righteous Democrats called for a more civil discourse in our political debate, when Obama, the uniter, chided us for being too divisive, too antagonistic, too contentious and confrontational. Times long gone by, friends, as now when conservatives and constitutionalists are fighting the fraud, the disaster, the train wreck that is Obamacare, now we are the worst of the worst. Especially since the president says we are messing with him, and how dare anyone mess with the Obama. Nancy Pelosi, House Minority Leader, says Republican efforts to defund Obamacare amount to legislative arson. We're arsonists who want to burn the thing down. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid says Obamacare supporters will not bow down to Tea Party anarchists. Reid must have done some pretty good market research on that word anarchists, because he's used it repeatedly to describe the we hate all government and want to destroy it Tea Party. The president himself says anti-Obamacare obstructionists want to hold the economy hostage. Talking as though the defunders are terrorists, Obama says there will be no negotiating over the federal budget. No negotiating. It's Obama's way or the highway. The president claims of his opponents they're focused on how to mess with me. Me. It's all about Obama, isn't it? As the anti-Obamacare folks are messing with the man they can't stand because of the color of his skin. Meantime, and given those kinds of comments, it is meantime, the broken promises and bad news about Obamacare continue to pile up like so much stinking garbage. News about lower public approval, skyrocketing health insurance premiums, more businesses cutting back coverage for employees, the health care cost curve bending upward, all despite Obama's repeated claims to the contrary. Deny, the mantra of desperate Democrats who keep trying to paint a smiley face on an increasingly bleak picture. Meantime, in Republican ranks, and given the rancorous infighting in the GOP, meantime is also appropriate. The Senate continues to be a backbiting and budget-fighting battleground. Senators Cruz and Lee trying to build a coalition to stand firm for defunding Obamacare. But word circulates now that their GOP colleagues McConnell and Cornyn are working against them, at least behind the scenes. And while the political fur flies on Capitol Hill, one has to wonder if the White House now realizes the public is skeptical about and tired of hearing from the president on how great Obamacare really is. In the face of all the negative news, is this Obama leeriness and weariness why Bubba is now being enlisted to pitch the plan? The current President Barack Obama joining the former President Bill Clinton at the Clinton Global Initiative to try to convince us all that Obamacare really is that progressive pot of gold at the end of the liberal rainbow. Ironic, because it's been 20 years now, almost to the day, since Bill Clinton tried to sell HillaryCare to the American public. And that failed, of course, because opponents, even though the labels weren't in place yet, were no doubt terrorists and anarchists and arsonists, and certainly racists, because, as we know, Bill Clinton was famously called America's first black president. That is Liberty News TV for today. I'm Norvell Rose. As always, we thank you for joining us and hope to see you right back here next time.